Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Sammy here at Sammy J Stitches, and it is a new week for Flosstube. Flosstube is a YouTube channel about, or this is a YouTube channel about cross stitch. I'm back after only a week. Our sun is setting pretty rapidly, so we'll see how this goes. I'll try and make it quick, so it may not be a super long one because I don't have much light. I forgot to record last night while I was at home. So here we are at work. I didn't want y'all to have to wait another 3 days to a week. So I just decided we would do it this way. It is currently Sunday. So I have all my whips with me, but really I don't have like what order I did them in, how many stitches I did. Obviously at least 200 on each. I did not make it through my 50 and Fabulous. I still had about 8 left to do, I believe. I'm out of Uno. I'm not joining any of the semi-sane stuff for a bit. I'm doing my best to participate in the few groups that I'm in. But for the most part, I'm really not, because life has just been too chaotic. This week was super busy, but that's okay, because it's going to get better. It's going to get better real soon. I have the hope. So let's get started. One that I have not worked on very much, but I have worked on, and fairly recently too, and will probably end up being even more of a focus piece now that I'm not trying to do things like Uno, and I am still doing Zombie Run, but stuff like that. So is Anzac. And this one is a really good piece to work on here in the truck. So it will probably be one that I kind of focus on when I'm here in the truck. But last time y'all saw it, I was right here. I added that. Actually, I may have been down here. Anyway, not much added since the last time I saw y'all. In fact, it may have only been 100 stitches up here. I love the way that flower's coming in though. Looks really cool. See a little butterfly sitting on part of it. So that is Anzac from Long Dog Samplers. Next, I'm just pulling these out randomly. This is the flosses for Anzac. I don't think I worked on that one. Just set it off to the side. I'm really not sure when I last saw y'all, but anyway. All right. I also worked on Winter from Rosewood Manor. I may have worked on this some before. I don't know. You've either seen it or you haven't. It's fine. It's fine. So I put about 200 stitches in here. All these, a little bit of this, some more of this, just trying to fill it in. There's another little banner down here because this is new. There's some words and then another border, and then that's as tall as it'll be. This is pretty much as wide, I think, as it's going to get. So, and this is on Angel Bliss 32 count Opal Lugana from Silk Weaver. It's very pretty color. I like that. And this is what it will look like when it's completed. So I've gotten, most of this, these little things, working my way down here. We've got most of this piece. So we just have the word Winter and then the bottom border to have the full height of it. And I'm pretty sure we've gotten all the way to the end on the length. So then it'll be just filling in all of this. I gotta remember that I have those in each of my charts now so I can show it. All right. What's next? I worked on this pattern. Was not named when I bought it. I call it the Harry Potter book collaboration, because it has a piece from each of the books, a line more or less. Okay, so it says, we defended the stone, we discovered the chamber, we rescued the prisoner, we were chosen by the goblet, we joined the order, we learned from the prince, and we mastered the hollows. So let me tell you, if I had known this, if I had looked a little bit better at this chart before I started it, we would have done something completely different. Because all of this white words are in half stitches or in quarter stitches. Half and quarter stitches. They're tiny. So I would either put it on a bigger fabric so that I could make them whole stitches and just make the other stitches a lot bigger, or something, I don't know. But as you can see, I'm managing to get it done. We defended this, and then we covered and I've got a little bit of that, his Patronus over here. So I love the color fabric that I'm putting it on. It really screams Harry Potter to me. This is from Sunny Dye Fabrics. It's Wicked in a 28 count opal Lugana. So I love that. Wicked. I wonder what Wicked would look like if it was not opal. So put this back like that. I hope y'all are having a wonderful week. Mine was busy, but it's definitely getting better. Okay, the next one I worked on was January Wordplay from With Thy Needle. So this is what and I worked in around this area, I believe. When I worked on it, I put 200 stitches in. This one. Yeah. So I think I finished up Sled. I did Cold, the beginning of Sleigh. I think even the middle of these trees. This bee and this little bird. So coffee tea dyed fabric that still smells really good. So here's where the whole thing is. It looks like I'm almost about halfway, because if you see, it'll look like this. Here is Maze that I finished last year. So, and I have another one finished at home. Can't remember, April maybe, or June. June, I think, was my first one. So I'm working on getting all of those done. Next, we have A Haunted Household. This will be the last time this one comes out this year. I was putting 200 more stitches into it for 50 and Fabulous, but since it's already hit its 1,000, we won't see it again this year until all the rest get to 1,000, which I'm starting to worry may not happen with my current stitching abilities. We'll see. So it says, a witch and her little monsters live here with one handsome devil. It describes my home very well. And here's where we're at. I know this time I worked on more moon. I got the moon finished up, and then I did work in the words a little bit. So you can see the green is still hanging there from where I was working on it. This is on a Seraphim Fabrics. Seraphim hand dyed in Ice Storm. It's a 28 count linen. It's gorgeous. I would buy more of that, preferably in a Lugana or Jobelan. So that is that one. It doesn't look, it seems to be doing okay with my lighting in here, but it is getting dark fast. So far so good. I also worked on, let's see if I brought it with me. Ouch. I have a cut on my hand from my cat. And it is making this a lot less fun. Okay. Oh, I also worked on Mini Phantom of the Masquerade. I'm not even going to pull it out. I got these 2 boxes done. Just 200 stitches on it yesterday. So that's where it's at. Sorry, I know the lighting kind of, there we go. And then I also worked on, and this one I am going to have to pull out because it's completely covered up. And that is Lady of the Flag. So I worked more on this side of the dress this time. Got another 200 stitches put in it. Finished a zombie run. That sort of thing. Okay, so the plan going forward is, I still, like I said, I think I had 10 or 11, something like that, left to do for the 50 and Fabulous. I will work on those before I pull out anything that I've already worked on since June. Those are still going to be my priority, even though 50 and Fabulous ended today and I did not make my goal. However, instead of when I pull it out only getting to 200 stitches, my plan is to finish out whatever it takes to get them to their 1,000. This may take me the better part of a week, which is unusual for me to stick with something that long, so I'm not 100% confident in this plan, but it's something I want to try to do. I really want to get those 1,000 stitch goals by the end of the year, and I have a pretty good ways to go on that. Let me see. Where did I put? It's right here. I'm trying to get my planner out of my bag. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I had 10 left on the 50 and Fabulous. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 38 of the 59 left to get 1,000 stitches into, but I know some of them are really close. Let me see. I've got this sheet here. Where is it? I just had it in my hand. Okay, so like my Britter Cup monthly December is at 961, so it only needs 39 stitches. Fairy Tale Lands 1 only needs 295. Growth Rings only needs 150. Let's see. Life's an Open Book Paris only needs 50. Living with Charm hit its 1,000. I may have counted that one earlier, so maybe at 37. Marion Bright needs less than 400. So some of these are really close. When I Saw You needs 300. Some of them are really close. So when I pull them out, they're not going to take that long. But then I have some like Year of Celebrations February. Well, it's at almost 400. So it needs about 600. I don't know if any of these are extremely low like that. There's some with 300 or 400. None with any less than that, though. That's 800. Irony is at 837. So, yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. I have confidence that it should still be obtainable. But I also have Zombie Run to work on every month. Crystal Academy, we're coming off a field trip tomorrow. So those 5 projects will come back out and get 750 stitches each, which will, I think all of those are probably at their 1,000. If not, this will definitely send them over. Anzac's my extra credit for that. So that will, again, be a focus. So yeah, I'm going to try and pull out at least 1 to 2 each week that has not been touched on since we started everything over in June and get to their 1,000. And then I will go back through any of the ones that I have worked on in the last 2 months, but haven't hit their 1,000. They will come out to finish up their 1,000. That's the plan. Despite all my games and everything else that I'm doing, my focus this year is getting 1,000 stitches into each one of my projects. And I'm not even halfway done with that. So we need to get focused. We've got 4 months left, right? Yeah. Less than 4 months. So I need to, and my stitching time has been majorly affected by my job. Hopefully, excuse me. Hopefully that will get better after this week. I have found that it looks like I'm going to be in a routine of 3 days on, 4 days off. So, 4 days at home should give me a decent amount of stitching time. I get really distracted at home, which is one of the reasons, like, even this week I did not get a lot of stitching done. But the kids go back to school this week, so I will have days to myself before they get home and need attention. So that's less distraction. And hopefully without them home all day, every day, the house will stay cleaner, so I don't have to clean constantly all the time. Y'all know how that goes. Who knows? But, we also still will have other things, because like, so recap of this week, my daughter had softball tryouts on Sunday for the traveling team, and she made it. Yay! She's excited. I'm excited for her. I love watching her play softball. She is just so naturally good at it that it makes it so much more fun to watch. Plus I've always enjoyed baseball, because it's a sport I understand. And I enjoy watching her play. And this team that she made it on, they're a very well-established team in baseball. This is their first year doing softball, so there is that. But they're very well-established they've had 6 years doing baseball. They've won 57 championship rings from the different tournaments they go to. So that is exciting. I think girls win something different than rings, but you know, you get what I'm saying. So that tryouts were Sunday. They came by on Friday night to deliver the news that she made it onto the team. I wasn't even worried about whether or not she would make the team. That was a given for me. It was whether or not the team would make, if there was enough girls to establish a team. So apparently there was, and that's exciting. What that entails in the future, I have no idea. They haven't told me anything yet, except that she made it. So that's exciting. Monday, Ryan went in to try out for his instrument because he did not attend the school in 5th grade, which is when they usually do that. So he needed to do it during the summer to get ready for this coming up year. And he got clarinet. So that is very exciting for me, because I was a clarinet player when I played in junior high. But it has been a long time. Then I got stuff going on here. Okay, so that was Monday. Tuesday, Lexi had her uniform fitting for band. We also, no, I worked. So, I worked. I didn't mean to do that. Then Wednesday, they had their test, because they were homeschooled all of last year, that, they are going to have to do like a test just to see where they're at. They did that on Wednesday. Thursday, Lexi had a morning band concert. She changed from trombone to baritone. So when we went in to enroll her in school, she didn't want to do band. In our school district, you have to do band for 5th, 6th, and 7th. But in 8th grade, it becomes a option. You are not required to take it. So she didn't want to take it this year. We went in there and we talked to them about making her schedule, and they're like, well, there's this algebra class we might want to put her in because she wasn't gifted and talented when she was at the school before. It means she tests well, basically. And so they're like, there's this algebra class she could take that would get her high school credit in junior high and just look good on her, basically get her a little bit ahead of the game. And she was all down for that. But the only other kid in her grade that was doing this, and he was her GT partner when she was there, was also taking band. So they're like, in order to keep them on the same schedule for GT and yada yada, she would need to take band. She's like, well, if I'm going to play in band, I'd rather change instruments because I don't like playing the trombone. So then we got her switched to baritone. So Thursday morning, I get her up at 7:15, get her up to the school. She does a band concert for the teachers and staff as kind of a welcome back to school thing. I had an eye doctor's appointment. I got contacts. I'm not adjusted enough to them yet to wear them here at work. They wear my eyes out and I feel really sleepy, and I didn't want to be trying to work and deal with that. So I did get them, but I'm just not wearing them tonight. I got home from that. Oh, on my way to the eye doctor, I dropped off the cats to get fixed. We have 2 cats, Gus and Louie, who are 6 months old now, brothers. And so I dropped them both off to get fixed. On my way back from my eye doctor appointment, I picked them up. They said they were some of the sweetest, most sociable cats ever. They were in there playing with them when I went to pick them up. They were just absolutely love bugs. And they said every time anybody would walk past the cage, they would stick their paw out and want to play. And they really enjoyed them. So they got neutered. I do not want any kittens, and I do not want them spraying my house. So I got them fixed. That's partly where this comes in, because trying to give them their medicine. Yeah, fun. And then Lexi had to go for another uniform fitting on Thursday because something didn't come in the mail on time, whatever. So she went back up there and did that. Then my Thursday was very busy. Friday, we had a family game night where we go and have dinner with my in-laws and we all play games. My in-laws won big time. Well, not big time. Big time against me and Ryan. Not so big against Casey and Lexi, because it's called a claim to fame. You're trying to make somebody guess words on a card about the person on the front or the thing on the front. And sometimes you could talk it out. Sometimes you have to charades or draw. Those 2 teams did really well. Ryan and I struggled a bit. We had some cards where it was hard. So that was Friday night, and then I did a little bit of gaming with a friend, and my head was hurting from the contacts, so I went to bed early. Did quite a bit of stitching yesterday. Felt more myself. Also, I went to the actual doctor on Friday, and discussed the diabetes and everything like that. She put me on a couple new medicines, took me off the metformin and put me on something else. And my A1C has gone from 11 in February to a 6.5, which is really, really good. Still not quite great, but much, much, much better, which is why I can switch to this new medicine and hopefully maintain where I'm at. And so that was Friday. Saturday, I just kind of chilled. It's Sunday. We're back here. I did do a live for my members only yesterday. Yeah, and stitched. So that's my week in a nutshell. It was a very, very, very busy week. But hopefully, Like I work tonight, I work tomorrow and Tuesday. I'll get a little bit of stitching here and there in, as long as it doesn't get too crazy busy at work, because it can. And then Wednesday through Saturday, kids will be at school during the day. I'll have time to stitch or clean, and then I'll probably stitch while they're at school. Then when they get home, I'll work on cleaning while they want my attention and while I need to be up and doing things, making dinner, that sort of thing. And then once they go to bed, go back to stitching in the evening. So, yeah, I'm hoping to establish routine. I miss routine, y'all. So with that, I have no sunlight left, just the glow of the sunset at this point. And I'm out of things to show y'all. I told you about how my week is going. I look forward to seeing y'all next week. Till then, and I should have some happy mail to show you next week. I did get some stuff this week, but I can't bring it to work with me. And next week I will record at home. So, and more happy mail to come because birthday shopping happened. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting, all the ways that you show you love me. And I promise I'll be here next week.